Hi, so today we're just going to show you a few examples of cloud virtualization technology, especially around how virtualizing CPU functions can deliver applications from the cloud to a diversity of different devices within the home. So we have three different devices to show the technology's application. One is an existing set-top box base, which is in the market, QAM/IP based devices, and the second being a brand new next-gen IP device, very small form factor, and a third being a connected TV with integrated set-top box functionality. So we'll start with the first one, which is really around your existing set-top box base, and I'll diversify from there. So as you see here, you have a variety of different functions that you can get in terms of applications. The first one is around delivering next generation EPG guide type of functionality. And so what you see here is a modern way of delivering that guide and accessing that guide. And you can see these picture-in-picture kind of capabilities, which, although the set-top only has a single tuner. So those are some of the things that we do uniquely from the cloud. This entire guide is coming from the cloud to this device as a video stream. And you have different ways to represent that guide. So you can represent that guide as a linear grid style type of a guide, or you can represent that as sort of a mosaic style guide within that function. So this is that mosaic style functionality where people can go in and you can access your channels in a completely new way. What's also interesting is the ability to now say that the integration of online content and pay TV sort of linear services can be presented as a single service within the guide. So as I think one of the big trends is that online content and pay TV should sort of come together, and you don't have to switch inputs and go to different devices for access to your Netflix or Hulu or YouTube type services. So what we've done here is integrated as part of your linear and your program guide access to different content libraries. Some may be online gaming content libraries, some could be your on-demand catalogs, your Hulu type services, your HBO Go type of services, YouTube. These are all just channels. So in our view of the world, all of these online properties become just extension of channels and can be easily integrated and searchable and discoverable by the user. The other element that I think is very particularly interesting is the ability to, so maybe I'll just show you it, the ability to launch online content like YouTube. YouTube here happens to be channel 901. So that channel 901 is just another channel in the grid lineup, but ultimately it's accessing the HTML5 leanback service of YouTube. And you can see how easily it launched, how easily you navigate, and then of course you play the YouTube asset, it instantaneously loads and plays out in its full capacity. So I think what you're seeing is the application of online content integrated into the pay TV service without having to switch inputs. The other is, calling up applications like HBO Go. HBO Go is the online sort of version of HBO full library, and now you have access to the full HBO Go library directly on your television set through your pay TV operator and the existing set-top box base. So all of these applications are running on your existing set-top in the field that has either a suboptimal browser, no browser, or possibly even low CPU, GPU sort of misconfigurations. And they run as if they have an Xbox type performance characteristics, ultimately all coming from the cloud. What's interesting is we've done a variety of different implementations of this, from Charter Spectrum implementation, which is going to market, to Liberty Global, to Ziggo, to JCOM. So you see the variety of different implementations that we've done either in the marketplace or about to launch. So this next generation set-top is what a lot of people are delivering, all IP, very small form factor, very cost competitive in what it delivers. But ultimately, our point is you don't sacrifice on any of the functionality. The functionality is high performance sort of capabilities. So it's identical to what you see on the legacy box. So what we're trying to show is that the user experience does not change. The latency, the feedback times are completely consistent with what you experienced on the legacy box, and it's on the new IP box because they're completely being delivered from the cloud. So the same set of capabilities that you were seeing before in terms of being able to switch different guide inputs and being able to change the way you can deliver that, all of that is commonly accessible. And if I go back and I'll show you the same accessibility to the online content, which we described as being integrated. So same exact look and feel, same performance characteristics, I can launch the same applications. So that is your IP delivered next generation small form factor but high performance HTML5 applications, fully integrated with a modern day UI and online content integrated. So the third example is we're going to go to is how this same experience can be delivered on a connected TV or some device that has integrated set-top box-like functionality. So in this model, we don't really rely on an external set-top. So I want to start with the same functions, which is the guide, and you can now see there's no difference. You can see the response time, the latency, very, very quick. There's no delays. This is going to our data center and back and coming back. So that's one way of representing it, and the same thing, I can switch and toggle between the guides as I've been doing in the other demos. And of course, one other element I think is important is the access to online content as an integrated channel, whether it's HBO, it's YouTube, and others. So between these three device profiles, you're seeing a consistent look and feel between the LG TV, connected TV, the legacy set-top box in the middle of the screen, and then on the left you see the all-IP small form factor dongle. So this is what the virtualization technology can do: give you consistent experiences, integrates online and your linear television into one experience you roll out from the cloud.